Dear Headmaster, Reverend Robinson, colleagues, and fellow students, good morning. Today I'm going to introduce you something about memory. Very often, I want to help my students to improve their memory so that they can learn efficiently in class and won't forget to submit their assignment. Therefore, I searched through the internet and discovered some facts about memory. Well, to make my speech more interesting, I would like you to do a memory exercise. I will show you a diagram for about 10 seconds. Then, there are 2 questions for you to answer. Now, you are not required to tell me the answers. It's just an exercise for you to know how good your memory is. Are you ready? Let's start. Okay, time's up. First question is, what logo is present on the right-hand side of the key? And the second question is, what logo is present above the umbrella? Okay, let us find out. Do you know now? Okay, let's see the result. So for the first question, it is the envelope. And the second question is a human sign. Well, then I think more about what memory is. I searched through the internet, and from the psychology, I find that memory can be classified into different categories. For example, sensory memory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. The following diagram shows the relationship between them. Sensory memory is something given from our sense organ, like the eyes, ear, or skin. When they are stimulated, some signal will be sent through the nerve endings to the brain. And then, now this sensory memory will not last for a long time. It just lasts for about a few seconds or less than half minute, right? It will disappear very soon. And after the nerve signal has been sent to the brain, we have short-term memory. The brain will interpret the signal and give a sense to us. But this sense also would not last for a long time. It just lasts for a minute or a bit more. Now, in order to change it into long-term memory, we have to rehearse. We have to rehearse. That means practice. Repeat the same thing more than one time in order to make that signal sent to the brain again and again. Now I will show you a short video clip. After that, I will go into more details about the thing.
How does your memory work? Your memories are interesting to think about. Not just those sticky situations from your travels that you always tell people about, but what's going on inside your brain. Because every time you remember something, your brain calls on your memory network, and instantly, the hippocampus and other parts of your brain spring to action. They work together as a crack team, building your memories from scratch. Whenever you witness an event, learn a fact, or experience something you really want to remember, these parts of the brain kickstart the memory-making process. Here's how scientists think it works. First, your brain consciously registers the memory, a process called encoding. If you're like most people, you forget a name right after being introduced to someone. This doesn't mean you have a bad memory. It means that you haven't encoded the name, probably because you weren't paying attention. The next step in the process is the glue that holds the memory together. Scientists call this step consolidation. But the memory is only a memory once you remember it. Which is why scientists call the final step retrieval. And retrieving a memory is actually one of the best ways you can boost your memory. Because every time you remember something, the neural path to that memory gets stronger, making it even easier for you to recall it again and again. But there's even more that you can do to help your memory. And it's not rocket science. A regular sleep pattern helps. So does a balanced diet, which not only keeps your body in shape, but gives your brain the vital nutrients it needs to perform. Exercise helps too, by boosting the amount of oxygen and nutrients flowing to your brain. And finally, challenging your brain, learning new things and staying mentally active can actually increase the physical size of your brain. All of these things will keep your memory on its toes, which means that you play the starring role in maintaining a healthy memory, and that it's actually you that makes your memory work. You and your all-important memory network.
Okay, let's see some factors that may make us weak in memory. For example, lack of intention, right? Faulty to recall the system. That means your memory system has something wrong physically. Poor listener. Are you a poor listener? Too embarrassing, unprepared, tired, or fear. Physical stress, distracted, or the topic is so boring to you. Disagree with what it is being said, lack of understanding, and also mental stress or strain. All these factors may make you not concentrate on the topic that you are listening to. In order to remember a lot of facts, maybe we may use another method, like mnemonics. Well, it may be a poem or a sentence which can help you to memorize and recall the information. For example, for the study of biology, sometimes in classification, we have to know what kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species are for the specific animal. If we create ourselves a sentence like kid prefer cheese over fried green spinach, and we may correlate the initial letter with the first letter of the specific category. Okay? This is different from person to person. You may create your own sentence so that you can remember it. That sentence may be meaningful to you. Now, the numeric provides a systematic approach for organizing and remembering facts that have no apparent link or connection of their own. According to the video clip, whenever you do exercise or you try to memorize something happens in your brain. A neural link will be created in your brain. If you create more this kind of link, there will be high chance for you to remember that thing firmly. And that is what we have said. You have transferred the short-term memory into long-term memory. Now, try to correlate the information with some activity. For example, orally recite whenever possible. So if you read the paragraph loudly at home, it also helps you to remember the content of the paragraph. Write information several times. Okay, I know that in this modern, we have a lot of tools, electronic tools, so we need not to write so many things. But writing is a good practice for you to remember a specific type of thing as well. Walk or pace if you need to while reciting, reading, etc. Doing some exercise may also help you to remember what you are reading. Use gesture if it helps as well. Somebody would like to remember the thing with pictures. After watching a television program or seeing a picture, he or she may remember the details of the picture clearly, or the content of the television program. Now, if you are such kind of person, you may use a visualization to remember the things. It's more powerful, even more powerful. And some of things like hook new information onto old information, something that you have already known, all right? You try to correlate the things with the new content, or group or trunk material together. Right? For example, if you want to remember a list of numbers, and if you can find some relationship between different numbers within the list, you can simplify the process of remembering. Also, remember similar or associated material when a memory is blocked. Try to think about, or if you lost your key, think about where you have visited yesterday, and then you may be able to find out where the key is. Now link what you learned with what you already know. Intend to remember when you learn. So I think all this serves the same purpose. And be smart. Right? Make your memorizing method organized. That means do it regularly, not just once a month. And break up material in small units and review daily. Of course, you need to have balanced diet and enough sleep so that your brain can function normally, have good nutrients as well. We will, from time to time, I don't go through the details with you. I know that you get the meaning, it's okay. And quiz yourself and try to relate previously learned material to the current study so that you can create more links in your brain. And consolidate. And finally, always repeatedly ask you or yourself a question. Do you remember what you want to learn or achieve in DBS? When you were admitted to DBS, what did you want to achieve? What did you want to learn in DBS? Don't forget, diligence is a key for you to make achievement. This is the reference where I get the video clip. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.